Alright, hello hunters, Zeph here. So, I want to come on here and talk about the new Zoh Shia armor because I genuinely think that shit might be a new, just like best in slot to have. Only if though, you are the type to be up in the monster's face, you know, and maybe you get hit at least once or twice, or you know, if you are maybe a skill issue, or again, if you like just being up in the monster's face. This armor honestly is pretty damn sick. So, just make sure what I have on here. So I should have just a two-piece Zoh Shia, right? Oh no, I don't. Okay. So let's go back to two-piece Zoh Shia. And if you don't know already, Zoh Shia is now farmable with the new title update 1. And with that, we got a new passive with his armor, which basically makes it to where you will just constantly regen health, no matter what red health you have. You know, it's as long as you have missing health, you will slowly start to refill it. And as you can see your top left there, I am just slowly getting my health back. And that's the passive, right? And it goes up from two-piece to 4-piece. And once you get 4-piece, the healing does not get any faster. However, it makes it to where once you run out of red health, it still keeps that speed. Because I noticed that whenever you do have red health and you have this passive, it does heal a little bit faster. But once it gets out of that red health range or like gauge, it kind of stops. And then it'll kind of stutter, and then heal, and then do it again, and heal. If you do have the 4-piece on, then it does pretty much just take that away. However, I don't think it's really worth it. I'd rather think you should have a different, this set 2-piece than having this 4-piece of the fast recovery from this monster. But as you can see, we'll test it out right now. So this is with 4-piece on, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep. And as you can see, you know, red health. And then now it just keeps on going, right? There's none of that like weird stutter whenever you get out of the red health. But I don't think it's really worth it to go full on 4-piece. I do think just going regular 2-piece is fine. Again, there could be, or there definitely is better like other 2-piece options you could mix, you know, and mix up with. However, but since I'm mentioning that, the whole set in general for Zoh Shia, you know, all the skills it has is honestly not bad. It has a lot of agitator, which I think is always a goated skill to have. I mean, agitator is nuts, mostly against Zoh Shia, considering that thing is always upset or just angry. So that means that you'll just get free affinity and all that just from finding that monster and farming it. And also, of course, though, but it's kind of funny how Zoh Shia's armor is really good against like himself, which I guess in reality I shouldn't be too crazy, but yeah, you get this elemental absorption. This is really good against Zoh Shia, or I'm sure any monster with element, because basically it just gives you free like resistance to said element damage that you take. So it's definitely neat. As you can see, just a regular 2-piece, which just comes from the like one of his arms, already gives you at least like 6 points of resistance into that said element you take damage from. So I definitely think it's worth just rocking a piece of this when it comes to you know, Zoh Shia's armor in general. So I do think his armor is really good. But again, with the main thing I'm talking about here is the super recovery. Again, it allows the health gauge just to continue to slowly recover up to max value, even if there is no red health. And again, I genuinely think this is a really crazy just combo if you mesh this up with like maybe a Guardian Arcveld, or even like a regular Arcveld. Honestly, like anything that can get you health, you could pretty much just constantly just kind of, I don't want to say frontline, because you definitely can get killed with this. However, if you have something that can really sustain you a lot, again, like Guardian Arcveld on like wounds, or even just like regular Arcveld based on you attacking the monster, you can honestly heal a lot of your health. However, some of the bad things though is that this passive does not fight against fire. So if you are like burning to death, you will not heal out the fire, or it won't even heal you at all. I guess it's counted as like continuous damage, right? So it wouldn't heal you, I suppose. But that was a shame. I was kind of hoping that it would at least fight the fire a bit, or like I could see it like go back and forth. But no, it does beat out the Zoh Shia passive. So that does suck. And also, it does seem that like, you know, recovery gems or decorations do not affect it. I did try. I'll try it again right now, but it does not seem like any of these recovery gems do anything for the passive. Yeah, maybe I didn't like look right or something, but I definitely do not think it does anything. However, I will try again right now, and we can see if it does. So I'll just equip everything here. Okay, so we have maxed out, and we can see. And maybe I lied. Maybe this will be a new thing right here. I feel like it should mess with it, but again, we can see right now. Honestly, I think it actually does. Oh, weird. I think it actually does. Wait, hold on. Okay. So, when I tested this, I didn't equip a full set, which I think is stupid on my part, actually. Maybe I should have equipped this fully, like, maxed out recovery and medicine. However, I didn't think that was exactly realistic. But I guess in this case, just to see if it does affect it, it's fine, right? So, let me just take all this off again. I think I have this, like, what, 1? Oh, no, it definitely... Okay, so good to know. So, I take back what I said. It definitely does increase how much you heal, and you can just see that difference. Like, by now, I would already be at max health with... Then again, with fully maxed out recovery speed and just recovery in general. So, you could argue that, hey, maybe it won't be the best to invest into, but... I'm going to assume that it's scaling off of the actual recovery speed. Again, I guess I'm just going to live test this here because, you know, it's... might as well. But I'm pretty sure it's actually going from... It might be from recovery up. Or actually, maybe not. It might be from... Here, okay, we'll just try maxed out recovery up. We'll test it, and then we'll see. I'd actually not think this would work. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, so it is not from this. It's from the other one. Oh, actually, that makes sense then, actually. Wait, hold on. Okay, so it does seem like recovery up does not work. But I think recovery speed does. Okay. So now we have maxed out recovery speed. We should now see if this works. Okay, yep, that's it right there. So, okay, so it does seem like recovery speed does actually affect how much you heal your red health. However, it does not seem like the other one, you know, recovery up, does not affect how fast you actually get your health back. So that's a shame, but that is actually pretty cool though, that you can buff up how much healing this passive does. However, it only seems like it does work on recovery speed and not recovery up, which I guess is fine, but... However, if that's the case, then decorations do in fact work on Zoh Shia's passive. So that is pretty cool. So, I'm not really sure this is optimal, but maybe it could be worthwhile actually rocking, you know, some of these, you know, recovery jewels. Mostly if you're going to rock Zoh Shia's passive. Oh, I just realized I'm not even wearing the 4-piece. That was all 2-piece. Let's try it then. Okay, let's actually put on 4-piece now. So now we have 4-piece Zoh Shia with max recovery speed. We should now see how fast I can heal this off. Okay. That's not bad, but again, I really don't see a difference between 2-piece and 4-piece Zoh Shia. Like, it doesn't really feel like it does that much. However, again, recovery speed, it does seem to be a really good investment if you do want to do this. Okay, so looking at the actual armor here, it does seem like the armor actually gives you recovery speed. So, I guess this was kind of already known. But yeah, no, it does actually obviously affect because, you know, the armor gives it itself. Also, I don't know why my game's like glitching out like this. Gotta love Monster Hunter. Anyways, but yeah, it does seem like the recovery up does work. Again, it's on the actual armor itself. I did not know that. So yeah, it is good to invest maybe just one more, or like just to waste a decoration slot. honor recovery up, just so you can have that extra, you know, red health healing. But yeah, again, Zoh Shia's armor seems to be really freaking nuts. Not only that though, but just to mention the weapons real quick. I do like the way the hammer looks for this guy. Like, look at this thing. It looks so stupid. Look at this thing. Like, no, that's a hammer right there. It's not even a hammer, it's like a cube. Or diamond? Maybe? I don't know, but yeah, but yeah, that's it for me. I wanted to make a quick video just talking about Zoh Shia's new armor because goddamn is that armor actually nice. Again, I think it's really just helpful just to have if you can fit a 2-piece into it. I don't know that though, but the armor itself does have really good decoration slots. And of course, it has agitator, so that's always good to have. But yeah, again, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.